Hello, GFH viewers. I'm Benasti. I'm going to be your host for the next couple of hours and the next couple of runs. Next up, we have got Duesto running Lego Builder's Journey with commentary by Sonic7. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you that there is a link pinned to the top of chat which takes you to our donations page. We are only $80 away from our incentive to run a GFH staple, which is Elite Force Meow Mod. And every single dollar, peso, euro, pound, yen, whatever you've got, everything you donate goes straight to Stand Up to Cancer to help fight the good fight. So without further ado, take it away, Joesto.
All right, so this is going to be Lego Builder's Journey, Robots Adventure. Running the game is Westo, who, um, sorry, will be, he's actually the world record holder for this category. So I'll let him cue me to do the countdown. All right, that'll be time there. Sorry, I wasn't ready. So the game starts at this nice little house. Very pretty game. The main story for this game is just going to be like we have this robot. Sorry. So go ahead. The timer can go ahead and start here. Um, so we start in this house, and this dad gets his kid a present, which is a robot. Okay, it looks like we're gonna. All right. Yeah, time is good here. We're good. We're good. So yeah, we started this house. We get a package from dad here. Um, we've got this nice robot inside that we're going to see. But I just want to introduce this game a little bit. This game came out on PC in 2021, and then the DLC got released, I think it was last year or the year before. And the DLC kind of just adds some content. This game is very much like point and click and like cutscene based, but it's definitely very atmospheric and very good storytelling. So here we're kind of just in a cutscene. We're waiting for the main gameplay to begin. So this game was made by Lightbrick Studios, which is like a part of the Lego Corporation, and they're actually the same people who made um, the game Lego Voyagers as well. And so this was their expansion to, I believe, their first game they released. I could be wrong about that. Here we're just building the robot. This is the part where we get to meet the robot actually, and so we see this cute little fella here. Very very chill. We can go inside his head sometimes and we can build some stuff. Here Westo is just going to be moving around these pieces, connecting these wires. And these wires are going to let us make some Lego bricks using the robot. Um, so here we're making a little like, I guess a skateboard for the dude, for the kid, is what you'd call it. And the robot's going to go ahead and break through the wall. We're going to go on an adventure. Um, so the main gameplay loop for this game is there's all these dioramas, which are very like there's different themes for different like sections. So here is kind of like skateboard water. I don't know how best to explain it. What we're doing right now is just solving the puzzles by moving the pieces where they need to go. That's gonna be the main way we solve the puzzles. We're able to move around. We're able to move blocks around. Here, our robot is a little slow and wasn't able to follow us into this interesting hatch, but now we get to use one of these platforms that will be um, present throughout the game. And that little circle, if you didn't already notice, is representing Westo's mouse cursor. So here, just kind of being aware of what needs to happen next. Like we're moving on to the next diorama section here. Um, There's also these platforms, which we saw once before, where we can go inside the robot's head. And here is another mini puzzle. Right now, we need to make this pink piece so we connect the wires, and the current goes through, and we can take that piece with us outside. This one we actually place right here on this little pedestal to close or open this gate. Then we're going on to the next section. I want to call out those cool little plants right there. They're very pretty looking, in my opinion. We got the classic L sign here that I also want to bring attention to. We're gonna come back here a little bit later. So in this section, we're back to inside the robot's head. These puzzles get more complex as they go. For this one, it's kind of the same thing. We're just connecting wires to make a current. But later on, there's going to be some more parts to that. Here we've got one transistor, which will connect the circuits to make two different pieces. And now we're going back to this other diorama we were on. All right, so we're leaving the L sign. Goodbye, L sign. This is the main puzzle for this section, I would say. We need pink and blue pieces, so we're able to come back here and grab this pink piece. This is actually an achievement for coming back, backtracking for that one. And we're able to use the blue one we had before. Now we're moving on to the next section. Here we've got green pieces to work with, which is very brand new compared to what we've worked with already. Yeah, you can see some nice pyramids, some more moving around. We're basically just routing through this section, getting the pieces we need to solve the main puzzle. Here we're going to make a bridge so we can get to that other orange section. So we're going over here to get that bridge. You might recognize this spot. We were here before, but like on the lower section. Now we're using one of these green platforms again. Coming up soon, we'll start to see plus and minus signs for piece sizing. But right here, there's just more color sections to make the pieces a different color. We're moving stuff around here, just like, there we go. Current's going through, sets the color. And it's very important that we don't click this button too early, or else we'll have to do this section again. So now we have the pink and the green piece that we needed before. We're able to bring them back over here and open up this part of the gate, which will get us to the lower section, which I actually had those pieces flipped. The backtracking is actually being done here. So the pieces come out in like if you think of it like a queue, the least recently used piece comes out first. So like the piece put in last. So that would be the pink piece in this case. That's going to be important later for some piece management. So here's our first case of plus and minus signs. We've got that big brick, which grows a little bit. And we're able to get the longer bridge. So now we got that bridge section, so we can continue to move on to the desert. So I do want to talk real quickly about the music in this game. We are playing with music off because it's copyrighted music, but they do a great job in this game of telling the story using the music and like the atmosphere. And if you ever get the chance, go play this. It's very fun, very I don't know, the best I can describe it is just very atmospheric. Like this, Westo's running this on Windows 7, and it's still looking beautiful right now. I just love the lighting in this game. Here we get to use the minus sign to our advantage this time. Because for this puzzle we need a smaller piece than what's given, so we're able to do that. So there we have the 2 pieces we need. The 3 pieces, I mean, we can take them out and build the part that needs it. So yeah, now we're back here. We get to move on from this section. Shout out to that palm tree thing. Yeah, so here's the main gate that we need to get through. We would have seen this earlier, but we didn't actually need to go here because we already knew it was here from playing this game before. And so now we're in this section. This is the first spot where we're using weights, but we're also grabbing from the environment rather than from inside the robot. Here we're able to put up these platforms so we can continue. We're going to see more of these weights in a little bit as well. So here we see the kid again. We got to help him with his path. Doing some more skating. He's such a cool dude. So one thing I do want to bring up is that based on how Lego Robots Adventure, like the Robots Adventure DLC is separated, it can be hard to retry different sections, and we will see some spots that can soft lock, which we're going to be careful not to soft lock here, but if we would have, it would take a little bit more time to get back to where we want to be. So here we're grabbing those blocks. We're coming back to solve more puzzles. We're going to see right here that these weights are going to help us out a lot. We're also going to need that pyramid and the studs and stuff, so we can put it on that little pedestal. So I think this section has the most plus signs out of all of them, which we can use to our advantage here. Because, like, we need much bigger piece than we have because we need it as the pyramid. So there we go. There's our pyramid, and there's our little baby piece. If I were a Lego expert, I'd call out what these pieces are actually like labeled on the website, but I really don't know. But as you might notice, the big thing in this game is like there's a gate and you need to get past it. And that sounds like kind of samey, but it kind of just is solving puzzles, and that's the part that I like. Here we need our one stud to be able to get past there. We left our other piece back because we didn't really need it yet. So here's the minus sign section. We're going to do basically the same thing we just did, but with the minus signs. But we don't need it too small, so we're going to use one plus sign in there as well. The thing that really gives this game depth is the Steam achievements. There's a lot of like hidden stuff that you might not think to do right away. Oh, it looks like we accidentally dropped our piece. That's okay. There's a lot of stuff you wouldn't think to do at first that are kind of like nice little Easter eggs. So here's a section that could soft lock if we do it wrong. If you get that piece wedged underneath the weight, that is pretty bad for us because we would have to reload this section. Here we get past with no problem though. Alright, so now we're onto this little color matching section. Here, you see we grab this pyramid there. I believe that is one of the achievements, and we're going to use that in a little bit to save a little bit of time. Enjoying those nice sound effects. That's one of the big parts of this game too. Oh, goodbye, other robot. Right, so now we got this pyramid here from before. As you can see, we've just been placing pieces in order to just like hit the trigger or whatever. Here, we don't need to even use these small pieces. If we just use the pyramid, that saves us a little bit of time. It's also going to cause some problems here. These pieces are going to break apart. That's a little unfortunate, but what can you do about it? So here we're in the darker section. Gonna push that barrel out of our way. You can kind of see some of the pieces of the place we were just at. There was some sort of catastrophe. I don't know what that could have been. We grabbed this orange piece so we can use it for later as well. Pretty lights. An interesting fun fact about this game is that it actually released on iOS among some other platforms first. Before, like, it didn't release on PC right away. It took some time to get placed there. But like, it was on iOS and Mac for 2 years before it was on anything else. Here we're just doing some more puzzle solving. We have a piece we're gonna use for later. I really like this environment. It's very like Portal-esque, almost like with the what's it called? The like catwalks and like kind of dark atmosphere almost. So now we see we need this bridge again, so we're able to come back and get it. We're able to use that to get through here. This robot is kind of deceptively powerful for what he is. He's like a little dude, but he's pretty strong. Like, he can just kind of walk through walls. It's a little bit funny. Now we're back to this. We're to this section. They do not want us to go forward, but I think we can get around that. Solve my riddle 3, except it's just building Lego pieces. I don't know what it is about this robot section, but I really like the atmosphere for this one. It's like we got the little fan spinning. When we have music on, there's some nice music going here. And just like the minus and the plus signs are very like symmetrical. It just like kind of scratches an itch in my brain. So here we kind of got a roundabout circuit that we had to do. We need this block here. Sorry, I think that was, I forget which block we need, but it looks like was just remembering. Yeah, there we go. All these sections are kind of like very similar, so it's hard to remember exactly which piece you need for what. So we can, this hasn't really been shown yet, but you can rotate pieces, and that we saw that in the second diorama, but there was a nice example of it. So yeah, we do end up needing this piece, but we needed the bigger piece first. So now we're able to get this one and then the next one. There we go. So now we're able to, we're almost able to get through this door. We have one more piece to get, and then we're able to progress. This layout really gives you a lot of freedom, and you are kind of forced to use it just because you need all the different kinds of pieces. we're looking for the small stud, so we're gonna need to do a minus sign on this blue cylinder. And we're actually gonna need to do 2 so we can get the stud off the top of it. So we've got all the pieces we need here. We're able to move on from this section. Man, this robot sure is strong. Beep, beep. This guy has no problems busting through walls. So there's that piece we grabbed earlier. I forgot to mention it, but that is the trigger for getting to the next section. We're able to just place it right away and not worry about what's happening. Now we're on to this section. We would have some music going here, but we do have music off. We got the dad and the kid and the robot. We're going through this like little factory area. Oh no, the robot kind of gets shoved in there. We got the famous kid backpack going on here. I do like the very creative use of the different pieces here, like the piece the kid's standing on. Like I would never have thought to use that, but it kind of does make a lot of sense for a platform there. We're on to this nice little water section, very beautiful. Oh no, the robot's getting stuck into a hole. What can you do? Bro's just living his life. So now we're down here, and we're kind of stuck. I don't know if anyone kind of inferenced that or not, but we are indeed stuck here. However, it looks like we tabbed out. That's okay. I don't know if this is technical issues or what's happening. There we go. I don't think that was intentional, but we're back to grabbing some of these pieces from the robot because he's kind of stacked. He's got all the stuff we need. We do have to make one more piece though. Oh no, our fan. In this section, the robot's kind of falling apart, which is a little unfortunate for him, but it helps us out because we do need this fan. There we go. Bro is helping out Dad. What a goat. It all seems lost now, but the robot's got a trick up his sleeve. We got one more of those. We're gonna be able to fly ourselves out of here. Here, Questo is just we make one more of these fans right before it's too late. Like everything's kind of falling apart. It's kind of a yikes for the robot. We're able to make one more fan. And then this is one of my favorite parts of the game. Bro gains a hat and he's able to go zoom. So now we're at another family's house is the story. And this cute kid, and I'm assuming his mother, they're building a nice rocket, as you do. Questo's just ready to put the pieces on as needed. Kind of gets phone call interrupted here, I would say. Bro's gotta go, but we still gotta finish the rocket anyway. What a nice looking rocket. And so we're approaching time here. I'll let you know when that is. It's gonna be on the first frame of the credits where it shows the title. We've got about 15 seconds or so. Bro is down here. He's kind of lonely, I'd say. But look who's here. It's Mr. Robot. He makes it here just barely, and we're able to rebuild him. And when this piece clicks, it's gonna be time. And that's time. Big thanks on behalf of Questo and myself for having us on today. Love this game. Very, very creative. Very just fun to watch, fun to play. Um, anything by Lightbrick is just like a very nice, very atmospheric experience. We're just in creative mode here, real quick, just to show it off a little bit. But yeah, that was Lego Builders Journey Robots Adventure. The big shout outs as well to Westo for being the first person to run this game and kind of developing all the strats and the route. I do want to talk about real quick the nice creative mode. It's very nice to just be able to, like, in a game like this that's Lego, just be able to build what you want. You got the bucket too. The bucket's really fun. Also, big shout outs to the Lego community for their support and for like supporting all the runners. There's so many different Lego games that have so many different runners, and they're all very supportive. If you're ever interested in running this game or any other Lego game, they're all, for the most part, very fun, very welcoming community. I did see Detra in chat earlier, the world record holder for Lego Ninjago. But yeah, like, once again, on behalf of Westo and myself, thank you for having us on today and for letting us show off this cool run in this game.
Well, thank you both for joining us, and thank you for showing us this really cute, really atmospheric, very sweet game. It's a pleasure to watch. During this run, we have received 2 donations. We received $50 from Nanny, and we received $30 from Will with the message, "Love the work, fellas." So thank you both for your donations. Thank you everyone who has donated so far. We've had such a good stream with plenty more great games to come. And we have now reached our $250 milestone, which gives us the incentive for the man, the myth, the legend, Build Nye, to run Elite Force Meow mod. And if you've seen any of our events before, you know that those runs can get pretty crazy. So you've got that to look forward to. We will be back pretty soon with Hammerkick running Unicorn Overlord.